The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. The game needs me. The game needs me.
It's your girl Sugar T and Miss Lady Tabitha Cole, co-hosting, trying to make it happen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We opening up to the movement where we are going to be talking about some great things right here on the Queen's View, bringing you a report from a Queen's perspective, what it is. Now, I do want to hear from you what your version of a Queen is, because it seems to be a word pushed around today, totally bent into shape or out of shape, depending on who you are and your perspective of it. So I want you to give me the perspective by hashtagging Queen's View Report and coming to me as Sugar-T, inboxing me on the Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and let me know your Queen's View, and I'll make sure that I let the peoples know on the next show your outcomes. All right? So again, make sure that you follow me, inbox me, and tell me what you think of Queen's View is, or what a queen is, your view of one today.
Right, and everyone has a different view what a queen is.
Yes, I totally agree. Yeah, so we could talk about that all day, but we want to hear from you guys, what you guys think. That's most important, right?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, a man's perspective and a female's perspective.
Yeah, I think so. You're absolutely right. We want to hear men and women, so make sure that you tune in. We love our brothers out there.
Absolutely.
Just like we love our sisters. It's all about the uplifting of the queen, to uplift the male and the queen uplift the family work together,
Absolutely.
and we may have a beautiful community at one point. All right, so let's do this. How lyrics can impact us at this time, benefits, consequences, and how it can impact us. That's what we want to talk about. We're going to also talk about writing your own songs. We're going to play with some music a little bit. The coronavirus call. I got a call later from someone that has hands-on experience in China, and she's going to share with us her experience with dealing with the coronavirus. We're going to check out some powerful information from one of the queens connected to the trafficking world, Miss Vanessa from Love Never Fails, and she's going to give us her take on what elements that can, that is connected to the trafficking world. So hopefully you guys can learn something from it and benefit. All right. So when we come back, we'll be bringing it to you, giving you what you need from a queen's view. You know what I'm saying? Without the queen, you wouldn't be here. So we're going to give you the view, right?
Right.
That's what it is. All right, so keep tuned in, sugarrush.com. And again, hanging out with Miss Lady Tabitha Cole, my guest co-host, and myself, Sugar T. All right? And again, make sure you log on to the sugarrush.com and join the Sugar Rush movement. And make sure that you follow us so you can get the show, full shows at our subscription of Sugar T Official. All right? Peace and blessings. Sprinkle and slay lip glaze. Vegan beauty. Don't be cruel, let them live. Healthy lipstick. Natural. No paraben, no lanolin. Vegan made. Vegan slay. Vegan life the vegan way. Stays long under the mask. Little bit goes a long way. Slay all day with the new Sprinkle Me Slay Beauty Collection. Treat yourself or someone else at sprinkleme.biz. Back at you right here on the Queen's View, bringing you a report, Queen's View report, hanging out. Told you it was going down. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you told a friend to come and watch. Hope you subscribe to the channel, Sugar T Official, so you can see the full show or always be in tune when there's an alert and when another show comes up. As well as to get goodies. You know, when we have goodies, we want to be able to get in contact with you. You can always join my website, thesugarrush.com. We can keep in contact with you, make sure that we stay connected. And, of course, we have some great things going on right now. During this time, we're trying to keep people happy, excited, non-bored, productive, right?
Yes.
Inspired.
Inspired. No anxiety.
Yeah, trying to keep down anxiety, suicides, just all the things that can
Absolutely.
negatively affect us, and adding things that could positively affect us. So I'm hanging out with Lady Tap the Code, and when we talked last, we talked about the lyrical content. So I hope you got to see that part. If not, then just rewind it. And again, subscribe to my channel. You'll be able to go back and see these kind of things because it'll be there for you to rework and rewind. And we also talked about, what else did we talk about, Lady Tap the Code, in the last segment?
We talked about how music makes you feel, like different lyrics. We read the legendary Lenny Williams music.
Yes.
And love, how inspirational it is. And that's not just with man and woman, but also with your friends, just your community.
So the lyrics were very positive, very loving, and we're hoping that people are out there loving on one another, not ready to hurt each other, that relationships are getting closer versus stressed apart, and that you guys are not committing domestic violence crimes under the circumstance of all this pressure, that you guys are loving each other. So listen to love music, and that's what Lenny Williams music does for people. He is a crowned legendary living legend that's here today, still pumping out beautiful music.
Yes.
So we give him his flowers while he's alive.
Absolutely.
You can also hear his, he could hear his actual, he had, Kanye West gave him his flowers. He has his music in one of the songs that did very, very well up to date. He did the
yes.
in one of his songs.
That's his trademark.
Right, so you know he was a Lenny Williams fan, so thanks Kanye West for that. All right, because he's from the Bay and he represents Lenny Williams. He's where I'm from, the Bay, making it happen. So Queens View reporting from the Bay, that's what it is. Miss Lady Tap the Code, your girl Sugar T. And now, I told you I was going to tell you about writing your own songs. I have a course that you can actually take, which is you can watch me make a hit song and learn how to write your own song and have staying power. So make sure that you go and take advantage of the scholarship that we have right now at the Sprinkle Me School of Music.online. Okay, got a scholarship for Economic Empowerment Month as well as ending the Women's Month. So take advantage of it. All right, it's limited seating is available. Now I'm going to be here at this point bringing out before we close out the trafficking interview from Miss Vanessa. Vanessa was she's a wonderful lady. She works with Love Never Fails, and she had given us me an interview at the Rap Table Report. I was able to, actually the Work It Well segment. Okay. Vanessa actually gave me an interview in the Work It Well segment, and she shared some insight on the trafficking world. So check it out. Honey, I seen this lady one time in the store, and I really couldn't believe it. She had a teenage daughter that was, I think she was maybe about 17.
Yeah.
And I think she was graduating that year. And I didn't want to get in their business.
Yeah.
But she was really excited about the daughter getting good grades. Mm-hmm. And when I seen this young lady, the daughter's hair was down literally to her butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was clearly a weave down to her butt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, she gets good grades, so now she can get in the store and get grown-up clothes.
Right.
Because she got good grades.
Yeah.
And I remember one time this girl told me, she said, well, all I have to do is get good grades, and my parents will let me do whatever I want to do.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you get good grades, and now that's your way of throwing them off, and you out there
doing whatever.
Living another
bopping, life.
Yeah, doing whatever you want to do because you didn't, because they're focused on just a good grade.
Right.
So that made me realize that, okay, she's now 17. She got a weave to her butt. She gets good grades. So mama's kind of slacking off of other areas that she could be watching. And I just stayed out of their business.
Yeah.
Because she probably was like, well, who you think you is?
Right.
You know, she didn't know I probably, you know, that my kids are double her age.
Right.
And I got grandkids. You know, she'd probably just be like, well, that Sugar T, how does she know? She just works on stage. Or,
Right.
So I just kind of stayed back.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty sad. And it looked like it was going to be a problem later.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy that you're doing that work because those are the girls that get caught up out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad part. I think, you know, one of the things that I realized with the parents, because I work with a lot of parents, and they're like, I don't know where I went wrong because I never saw this coming. But a lot of the time is, you know, things that are going on social media, on Snapchat, on TikTok, on, you know, on Instagram, and different messaging that's going on in the background. And you know, it's all about getting the thousands of followers. But what are you willing to trade up in order to get those followers? And you know, I have a 12-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter, and I hear about how they want all these followers. And I said, you know, there can be a price to pay to get those followers. If you fall into the traps of, you know, everything that the world says you have to do. You know, you have to show your body. You have to, you know, you have to show some skin. You gotta, you know, you gotta do that TikTok dance this away and that away, and then show everything. You know, and it's like, you know, you're 12.
Yeah.
You're 15. You don't even know this is the thing that's so hard to understand or to accept, is that these children, they don't know what they're going to get. They don't know what they're going to get. They think they're going to get a loving man to come and swoop them up and take them away and provide for them. They don't realize they're going to get branded. They're going to get burned. They're going to get their jaw broke. They're going to get thrown out of cars. They're going to have to sleep with 9 to 21 men a night. You know, don't nobody want to do that. I don't care if you love sex. You know, nobody wants to sleep with 9 to 21 men every night. And people who smell bad, people who have pus, pimples on them, people who have cuts on them, people who are rude. Nobody wants to do that. It's not the glamorous life that it looks like.
I know that's right. You know, and that's interesting because it seems like they're drawn more and more to it. And it seems like they definitely can be easily sought after online in the media. If you up there and all they do is see you looking dingy, smoking weed, and you're looking at yourself and just rocking to it. Just it's not fly.
No.
And they tend to think it's fly. The ones that I often see some of my own younger peers or some of the other clients that I've served in the past. And I get in their inbox when I see them acting like, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This ain't cute.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
Right.
Okay. And it's just, I can get in their business because they know what I do.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I see it a lot, and you can see clearly that the vetting world is right there online because they can vet you. They're looking at all your posts, looking at where you at. They're seeing your character, your personality. So that's the perfect person to go after to bring into trafficking world.
Absolutely. And you're in there telling all your business. You're saying, you know, I can't stand my parents. Saying, you know, they ain't nothing. Or, you know, oh man, you know, we're homeless for a minute, or whatever. You're telling all your business. So it's so easy. The person just has to come on and say, boo, I got work for you. Or, you know, maybe you keep saying, I'm going to be a model. Look how pretty I am. I'm going to be on Hollywood. Oh, this one, all I have to do is tell them that I got you a modeling job. Or this one is like, oh, you know, I want to get them new J's, but you know, I'm working hard for them. You might even have a job, and if someone say, hey, I got you on them new J's. So they're just preying on every morsel, every nugget that you put out there. They're ready to pick that up, and that's their pitch. It's a sales pitch.
It's an easy pitch.
Yeah.
And that's vulnerable. That's where they see you vulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real. So, you know, I like the fact that, you know, so you that's watching, you can get a notion of different ways. This is one area, you know, in which plays a very big part of a recruiting world. It's just right there. That vehicle is just available. And so you might want to monitor your youth, you know, your children, as much control as you can while they're in the house with you, and and see what they're watching, see what they're looking at online. Follow their history, learn how to use the computer yourself, learn how to use Instagram and all the other social media outlets that these youngins can be on, so that you can get in a business and be a part of it, and so you can stay in the now. And that's just one solution to at least try to use some form of intervention or prevention. Now, that was nice, right? Very insightful.
Very insightful.
Yeah. And it's always great to have someone that has hands-on experience giving you information and insight. And you don't really, you don't have to guess. And it's actually a person. So hopefully the credibility is real. And this lady's credibility is real. She's been putting in some work in this world.
Yeah, there's a difference being in the trenches, seeing what happens in day to day versus looking at statistics on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So we really appreciate her sharing.
Yes, and credibility is important.
Absolutely.
Because, I even be afraid to just get, even looking at reviews online, because people can just write them. I even had a note from somebody that said, pay me. When you get the wig, take a photo and write a review, and then we'll send you a free wig. Now, you think I'm going to write a bad review? And they come about sending me a free wig? No way.
No.
I'm going to make the sweetest review.
Absolutely.
And say, hey, I gave you a review. They sent the free wig, but at least they're giving you something.
That's right.
So even if it was bad, they're going to make it good.
Right.
That's the positive part to it. But on Amazon, they also do reviews, and it's real buyers.
Okay.
But who knows? They could be bot buyers. Who bots that buy. Anyway, so right, that's a whole nother story. So we're gonna do something unique right now. We love the fact that Vanessa. Thank you again for sharing our good information. And she's out here in the trenches making it happen. Love never fails. She's also teaching coding classes and got a free application right now that she's giving out to people to be able to take free classes during a time like this to keep themselves inspired and productive. And I'll make sure I put it on the screen for you guys to be able to pull down the application and participate. All right. The coronavirus call is what I'd like to do right now. I want to call someone that has hands-on experience with this corona thing. They came from China herself, and she's just going to share. I'm going to ask her some questions because there's so many questions and so much information to where we really don't know what's real, what makes sense, and what don't. Right? So we're going to call her, and I'm going to see what I'm going to hear from her. This is a live call, and I just want to get some information from her to let us know her view and her experience with the coronavirus. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. It's going pretty good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm so happy that you picked up. I was like, I hope she picks. Sorry.
I managed to be in the right place, huh?
Exactly. So thank you so much because I got you, on the phone. I told you I may call you, and we felt it made sense because, nothing like hearing hands-on. So thank you for being open, to pick up the phone and, just kind of share, give some insight. Nothing like hearing something from the horse's mouth instead of rumors and secondhand information. So thank you again, Miss Reen DeSeal, Beauty Queen.
Well, thank you, Sugar T, for having me on the show. Thank
Yes, you're welcome. From queen to queen, we making it happen. Bringing you a report. So, what was the climate when you were there in China?
The weather, climate, or
Yeah, what did it feel like? First of all, I'm sorry. What area were you in? First of all, of China.
I was in a city called Changzhou. It's right outside of Shanghai. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Right outside of Shanghai, it's in South China, and it's in a province called Jiangsu. And so, that's where I was at.
Oh, cool. So was it based around? Was it close to Wuhan?
Oh no, not at all. I was in South China. Wuhan is in the province called Hebei, and so that's a little north. I think northeast of where I was at. But no, I was not by the epicenter of the coronavirus, Wuhan.
Wow. Okay, how far is Wuhan from where you were?
Um, it's pretty far. Say, if you were going by speed train, it's at least like 6 hours.
Oh, so it was like coming from here to LA.
Yeah, like in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. And what was the climate? Was it cold, hot?
Southern China, the Changzhou is warm because it's the south part of China.
Okay. So was like a lot of people, did the coronavirus, did you guys have the same story about where the coronavirus came from? A lot of people keep saying that it's from the Chinese people eating bats and stuff. Is that true?
No, that's not true at all. The coronavirus came from unsanitary practices in the meat market in Wuhan. Is what the scientific, the real authentic story is. So there was a market there, and they had animals there that had an animal form of coronavirus, and so the animals were going into the market, into the meat market, and it wasn't controlled and it wasn't very sanitary, and so some of the meat actually picked up. They spread it to the meat that was in that particular market, and people that went to that market and ate meat there became ill, and it spread from there.
Oh, wow. So it wasn't radiation because like we keep seeing like different types of information and stuff that come through internet, and it shows like it's like a radiation that's being released.
No, and I will be more than happy to provide you with a link to that. But yeah, out of the meat market in Wuhan, and it came from animals. Animals cannot get the same type of a coronavirus that human beings actually get, but the coronavirus that animals get can mutate into a stronger or a worse type of a virus, which is what happened there. And there was, of course, a professor that was there that was seeing this actually happen, and he told them what was happening, and of course he was censured, and eventually he died from the virus.
They also she had said that she was how it was really serious. That's what she said, that it's people are really but there's so many different views of what it really is with the bottom line. But I don't want to get into a conspiracy, but you guys, let's do research and be open, look around and see all the different things that are being said, and take everything in perspective. And the bottom line, just hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Right.
Absolutely. At the end of the
best
day.
you can do.
So we want to talk about some options, ways to protect yourself, tips to protect ourselves from the coronavirus. We got a few things here to showcase. This is a bag full of, we have splitted our hand sanitizer. So this is like literally hand sanitized wipes that sanitize our hands instead of the spray pump because we ran out. So we picked these up, and these were very helpful. And let me put this down here. This was very helpful for us because you can use it to wipe your hands. I don't need to wipe them now because I haven't been anywhere. But in the car, one at home,
right?
Some in the car. That way we don't
doorknobs.
Wipe the doorknobs, and what else? Wipe countertops. Yeah, when you sit down, wipe the back of chairs. So hopefully that's a part of protecting ourselves, if that is truly what it actually is. If it's as transferable as they say that it is, but it's better safe than sorry. Some people think it's something different. Some people think it's coming from a different place, and it's not that. But some people think it's real in terms of really a transferable virus. So we don't know what it is, but it's just best to protect yourself anyway. And again, hope for the best and protect ourselves from the worst that could happen.
Queen, what's your, how are you getting the feel with the community that people aren't embracing hugging as much or shaking hands? Do you find that people aren't doing that, or are you still seeing people hug, embrace, and shake hands?
I ain't hugging nobody. I'm just like, hey,
Yeah, right.
with my face away.
Right.
My grandmother used to do that. She'd be like, honey. Keep her face out of people's face, her breath out people's face, they breath out her face. So I'm like, I wonder if that's what she used to do. Because, you know, the older big mamas, they were so
Right.
wise.
Very
so
wise.
I wonder if that's why she did that. Because I find myself, So now, what you got over there? You got glasses, right?
So I've had these glasses for
You
quite
just
some
gotta
time.
have fancy stuff.
I
Look
you know,
at you
I
got
was
the
like,
matching scarf. You get on
I
my
said, you know, they
nerves.
gotta be fly a little bit. You know, I never wore them, but they're coming in handy
Yeah,
now, right?
there you go.
They're covering all this.
Right, just in case there's something in the air to get on your eyes and make you sick. Get through
Right.
your eyes.
And then I wrap up with this.
Uh-huh.
But then, you know.
This is mine. No, you
I
keep
need-
the
I
cute
need-
stuff.
I
I
need-
got the other stuff.
Well,
See, let's
we
keep
need
her
a
with this.
bling one, right?
Yeah. So y'all take a break. You know, this is when you want to sky. You know, when you want to pop up, top up. This is
Right.
when you want to top down. It's perfectly okay. You know, take a break from being super fancy. You know,
Cute and covered is what we call it.
She's cute and she can be cute and covered, but there's another version of just covered. Okay. So I like that you have options here. If you want to take a break and say, I'm just tired of always having to doll up every second of the day, then you can doll down and just do a simple mask. I got some cute little clear masks coming pretty shortly. And then you can doll up and just, you know, you don't have to have the actual container. It can go in the bag just to be in your purse, just to make sure you can move it around with you and have enough to get around. What else we got?
We want to share drinking hot tea.
Drinking a lot of hot tea.
A lot of hot tea. Making
Absolutely.
sure you're drinking warm things, because this is where the virus would live. So when you go outside, you want to come in right away and drink
Yes.
garlic, onions, herbs.
Mhm.
You know, just look it up. Do your research. Google is amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Good point. Yep. Let your money air out. You know, your
that's a
money,
good
let
one.
it air out. Like, you know, put it in the gloves. So we actually have
Let
some
your money,
gloves.
let your money
I
air
don't know what
out.
happened to my gloves.
So we
I have some gloves and some spray. Oh, there it go. Give me them gloves and that
Okay.
spray, girl.
So, yeah, but how do you let your money air
So
out?
I got some bug spray. If you guys got some
Okay.
camping bug spray, I just spray my way in. It was somebody in the hospital, in the bank, and he had just said he had the coronavirus. And
Oh, wow.
I'm like, and he's in here? You're supposed to be home. And he was crazy enough to tell everybody that he had it and got tested and he's okay now, but he still can't breathe when he's walking across the street. And I'm like, okay, so there's something more than, you know, maybe there's something airy going on around here. Okay, something in the air. So I said, just in case, I'm going to blow my way out of here from everybody that's in here that came in here. I'm going to save everybody. Yep, thank you so much again for tuning in to the Queens View right here, giving you a report from the Bay Area. You know what it is. I'm your girl, Sugar T, and I'm always excited to be able to share information with you because knowledge is power. At the Queens View, we talk about things that matter to you while keeping you in the now. And as I continue to move through the process of hanging out with my special guest host, right now we're in a series with the Lady Tap the Code, giving you Queens views right here and making sure that we hear from you and keeping you in tune of what's going on in a unique time. So again, it's better safe than sorry. Keep yourself safe. Hope for the best. Pray for the best. But be prepared for the worst. And stay tuned. See you next time. What's up? It's your girl, Sugar. You know what it is, sprinkling you. Yes, with the new Work It Dance Out series.
Get healthy, have fun, stay fit, and stay safe with Sugar T.
Yes, everybody's invited to come have some fun. Come and hang out with me and my friends while we keep it sexy, sassy, classy, and we keep you moving and grooving. Because your health is your wealth. You know what I mean? And work it. And I'm challenging you to come work it. All right? Show me what you're working with. Yay! Get it. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Sugar T, giving you a sugar rush.
Be sure to follow me at Sugar T, IG, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Welcome to the Sprinkle Me School of Music and Vision Online, where we nurture your vision. Students are guaranteed to increase their value in their personal and professional development, giving them the tools to win. Our classes are affordable, quick crash courses as low as $69. Culture competent, easy for you to understand, meeting you where you are, and designed to provide a user-friendly experience for the busy person. Our courses are also perfect for the innovative person who wants to increase their knowledge and explore their vision at their highest possibilities. Most of them come with complimentary one-on-one coaching sessions, ensuring that you are headed on the right track, enabling you to put what you have learned into action immediately. Take advantage of your privilege and enroll now. Receive a free gift from us with special offers. Exercise your freedom and power to learn, or call for a free consultation at 888-436-0574. Prices may change and limited seats are available. Remember, you deserve to be sprinkled.